Right. Today we are going to start the new area, that is what you call marketing. Right. So maybe 2 3 weeks we make do the marketing. Today we are going to discuss the marketing introduction, and next week maybe we are going to cover the marketing mix element, and that's the area you need to cover. Okay. Right. Then let me start. What is marketing? Now, a lot of people are talk about marketing, right? A lot of people are talking about marketing. So, marketing, it's sort of a still, it's a young discipline, and it has, the marketings are derived from different subjects like economics, psychology, sociology, right? And many other theoretical areas are covered under marketing, right? So, but marketing, gone through a rapid evolution in the present stated, right? And marketing, is everywhere, and it touches all of us every day in our life. From morning till night, you will come across some brand names, right? It's a vital ingredient today for business successes, for that matter. So bankers also like that. Earlier, remember, bankers are not much worried about marketing. Why? Because before 1977, because only few banks are available in Sri Lanka. So therefore, they don't want to do marketing because people are come to banks. But today is not the case, because today we have so many banks. Customers are demanding, they are more vigilant, right? More sophisticated, more educated. So therefore, banks also need to fight with other competitors to get the share of your customers' mind, heart, and everything, right? Okay, so therefore, the world today is going through a period of rapid and raging changes. Now, from 2007, 2007-8, I think you learned financial meltdown. That means in 2002-8, financial crisis took place, and the lot of climate is changing, taking place. Technology is shifts from mechanical to digital. Now today we are talking about the digital world and social media, and all will support the technology, also support, right? And top of that, today we are facing what? Corona, COVID-19. So all sort of things change the entire business, right? So therefore, marketers are trying to touch the consumer's mind, heart, and witnessing the value driven era. So what do you mean by the value driven? That means people are not just buying product, they are buying value. To what extent the organization or the buyers can provide value to your customer, so they are willing to do businesses with bank, right? So that is the a little bit of introductions about marketing. And what is marketed? What you can market? Now, in marketing you can market anything in the world. Now, Philip Kotler has identified there are 10 types of entities you can market. Now, for an example, goods. Now, goods, billions and millions of goods, from soap to water bottle, whatever you call it, goods. So, any goods you can market, as well as services like banking, finance, insurance, hotel, right, telecommunication. So all are the things you can market. The marketing are using to sell their products, and also you are using experiences. Can you tell me an example for experiences? How experience are marketing? Now say Disneyland, Chetwin Island. So certain, when you go for Disneyland, so what you are marketing? Experiences. Have you been to certain Disneylands and things like, what is the experience you found? Roller coaster and all sort of things. Now it's very difficult. So you are marketing experiences. And also you are marketing events like, you know, we are marketing Olympics now, cricket, football, you know, anything, tennis, any event you can market, right? And sometimes people are marketing now, say certain people now for singers, main politician people, the people also be marketed, right? Not only that, we are marketing places in the sense now in Sri Lanka we can market country, right? Destinations to for people to for tourism places. And within Sri Lanka also we have Sigiri and all places, that also places also you can market. And places also marketed for can be marketed for investment, foreign direct investment. The Sri Lanka is the country where you can invest your money, like that. Places you can market it. And also properties you can market. What are the properties you can market? We have two type of properties. One is financial property, other one is a real estate property. Now real estate property means houses, land and building you can market, right? As well as financial properties. What do you mean by a financial property? Like debentures, share market, it's a financial property that also marketable. Then organization can be marketed. Government can be marketed, you know, port tour and all things they can market. Then information also can market. Some, for an example, you can say some search engine, some webs, all can market. Information also can market. And universities, information, universities and information center. Universities are marketing. And who market the ideas? Can anybody tell me who market the ideas? Can anyone tell me? A lot of ideas are marketed by certain people during particular area, particular time. But who marketing the ideas?
So inventors.
Huh?
Inventors.
Investors. ඊට වැඩිය හොඳ එකක් කියන්න මේ market.
Inventors.
Huh?
Inventors. නිෂ්පාදක.
Inventors. Right. But rather than that, Puta, how about politicians? Huh? They are marketing the ideas. Mama avut meva karno, but mukut karanne. But during the election, what they are marketing? Their ideas, right? So you see now, I'm just telling you now, see now, you name it anything you can market. Right? Anything market. That is why marketing play an important role. Any businesses, any services, anything you tell, there will be marketing opportunities are there. Need to be marketed. Right? I'll just give you an example of this. Right. So then we'll look at it. We'll look at it now. What are the definitions of marketing? Right? There are many definitions of marketing. Right now, even you and me also can come up with a definition. But certain, all these definition must have some key words, right? Okay, let me look at it. Some of the definition as far as we are interested. I mean, our syllabus is interested, right? But the first one developed by Philip Kotler. Now, who is Philip Kotler? You know, see, he came to one time to Sri Lanka. At that time, I was in the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. I was one of the secretary there. So, so there we have bring down the Philip Kotler to Sri Lanka, but still he is living, right? Philip Kotler, so we supposed to consider him as a father of marketing. Father of marketing, Philip Kotler. He came up with a definitions we call the process by which companies create value for customers. Right? Now he said, now use the word create value. Maybe we may discuss little later on how to create value, right? Value for customers. Then and through creating value for customers and build strong relationship. Through value creation, they build up strong customer relationship. Now why and what we do things capture to value from customer in return, right? In return. So in return means, so we need some money from them, right? And also they said marketing is a social and managerial process. It's not only this thing, it is. And who market the ideas? Can anybody tell me who market the ideas? Can anyone tell me? Huh? Lot of ideas are marketed by certain people during particular area, particular time. But who marketing the ideas?
So inventors?
Huh?
Inventors?
Investors. ඊට වැඩිය හොඳ එකක් කියන්න මේ market.
Inventors.
Huh?
Inventors.
Invent.
නිෂ්පාදකයෝ.
Right. But rather than that, Puta, how about politicians? Huh? They are marketing the ideas. Mama would meva karno, meva karno, meva karno, meva karno, but mukut karne. But during the election, what they are marketing? Their ideas, right? So you see now, I'm just telling you now, see now, you name it anything you can market. Right? Anything, that is why marketing play an important role. Any businesses, any services, anything you tell, there will be marketing opportunities are there. Need to be marketed. Right? I'll just give an example of this. Right. So then we will look at it. We look at it now. What are the definitions of marketing? Right? There are many definitions of marketing. Right now, even you and me also can come up with a definition, but certain all these definition must have some key words, right? Okay, let me look at it. Some of the definition as far as we are interested. I mean, our syllabus is interested, right? But the first one developed by Philip Kotler. Now, who is Philip Kotler? See, he came to one time to Sri Lanka. At that time, I was in the Sri Lanka Institute of Marketing. I was one of the secretary there. So there we have bring down the Philip Kotler to Sri Lanka, but still he is living, right? Philip Kotler, so we supposed to consider him as a father of marketing. Father of marketing, Philip Kotler. He came up with a definitions we call the process by which companies create value for customers. Right? Now is the word create value. Maybe we may discuss little later on how to create value, right? Value for customers. Then and through creating value for customers and build strong relationship. Through value creation, they build up strong customer relationship. Now, why and what we do things capture to value from customer in return, right? In return. So in return means, so we need some money from them, right? And also they said marketing is a social and managerial process. It's not only this thing, it is, just give me a minute. Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Buddha. Yeah. I think there's some problem. No, there 1 minute. There are students admit. No, so I 1 minute. So yeah. 1 minute. 1 minute. I started. I noted that a lot of students are trying to enter into the class, but I need to admit. I don't know why, because before I commence, I have admitted all the students. I will see Buddha. So I don't know when once I switch off, I don't know whether I will admit you all. Right. So you have some problem, Buddha, with admitting. You have some issues for admitting the.
Yes, sir.
So that is how it's not happened before, no? There are a lot of students are calling me and saying they can't.
I also couldn't join at once, sir, because but we can join through the email. They have sent link through the email, so we can join through it.
So, but so there are okay. There are a lot of students are there unable to join.
We
Right.
can't directly join through the Google Classroom, that
Uh,
calendar, Google Calendar, but we
uh,
can join through the email. They have already sent the link to the email.
right. Okay. That is what I will. Because there are a lot of calls are coming. That is, but less number of students. I don't know why. They have sent the email to you all. Through the email, you need to link. No, 1 minute. 1 minute. I'll just tell that girl. You have to come from. Good afternoon. You have to come through. They have sent the email to you all. So from the email, you need to enter. There's a some link there. Yeah, right. Not the normal way. Through they have sent the email to you all. So through the email, you need to come. Okay, right. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for giving that information. There are a lot of calls are coming. I don't know what happened. Right, that is why little less students also. Right, okay. So we will continue where we have. No, sir, you could come through calendar. You have to refresh. I am not much technical guy, Buddha. I think you are. Yeah, yeah. So many people are coming. I don't know. I have to admit. Okay, right. Okay, now we going back to the definition, and then it is a managerial process, and we are trying to satisfy customer by creating an exchange. Now, the next definition is the important definition. This is the definitions given by Chartered Institute of Marketing. Now, remember that it is a management process like any other thing. Marketing also management process, right? Responsible for identifying and anticipating and satisfy customer requirements profitably. Now, you can see here. Now, what is marketing is talk about here is your customer, right? Okay, this is customer, right? Customer having some problem. This is bad, right? Now, customer try to uh, try to bank try to provide solution customers problem. So here, so bank provide solution to customer, right? For that they take profits, right? For that bank take profits, right? Bank try to provide solution to the customer's problem. In return, bank going to get some profits, right? So that is all about marketing, right? Management process responsible for identifying, anticipating, and satisfying customer requirements profitably. So that is the Chartered Institute of Marketing. Now, I will tell you some example. Now, you know the guy who's selling drugs, narcotics, and kudu, and he also marketing guy, right? And he was appeal in the court, and the judge asked, අපි අහනවානේ මේ වැරදි මේ ඔබ වැරදි කරදු නිවැරදි කරදු කියලා අහනවානේ. So you are accused or not කියලා. That person told, no, I am not guilty, or I am innocent. He said, why? Because you have sold some drugs. But how can you say? No, according to the Chartered Institute of Marketing, I have applied what? The marketing definition. And he said, it is a management process. Why you say management process? It's a difficult, you can't take the drugs, you need to do some sort of a management activity, right? So responsible for identifying and anticipating in customers' requirement. Now why customers are taking these drugs? They may satisfy by using this. Because of satisfying them, I make a profit. So according to the marketing definition, I'm doing marketing. Then later on only the judge also, the marketing person So he said, yes, what you said is correct, but you are doing not according to the socially acceptable manner. So once you use the drug, you may behave like an animal. So therefore, the marketing need to be redefined as the management process responsible for identifying as well as anticipating now and satisfy customer requirements profitably in a socially acceptable manner. That is what the new words come, in a socially acceptable manner. Right? That is why Philip Kotler say marketing is a social and managerial process. Right? Social and managerial process by which individual and organization obtain what they need and want through creating and exchange value with others. But I think if you can have this definition is more than enough. What is the marketing definition? The management process responsible for identifying, anticipating and satisfying customer requirements profitably in a socially acceptable manner. If you want, just put that word in your handout. Socially acceptable manner, right? Okay. And manage and marketers also remember not only identify your present requirement, but they may identify what may be going to be the future customer wants, right? Then they try to develop a products and services and try to satisfy the customer, and accordingly, so in return, so customers uh, pay for that, and that is the income for the organization, right? So that is the definition. It is a management process responsible for identifying, anticipating and satisfying customer requirement profitably in a socially acceptable manner. Right. Now let's look at it. What are the core concept of marketing? අපි සිංහලෙන් කියනවා මේවට හර සංකල්ප. So that is what you call the backdrop of marketing. How marketing created. Without these core concept, marketing won't be there. So that is the backdrop of marketing or core concept of marketing. So let me explain one by one, right? Okay, first we'll take need, wants and demands. Now, the examiner still not asked, but if the examiner asks you what are the key core concept of marketing, you need to put these 5. Okay, needs and wants and demands, product and services, value, satisfactions and quality, exchange, transactions and relationship, markets. Right, let me explain one by one. Okay, okay. Now let's look at what is need. Right, what is need? Now, you know the need is a basic human requirement. Whether Sri Lankan person, you and me, or person who living in America, or living in some India, or any other country, right? So people are having needs. That is human basic requirements that an individual wishes to satisfy. Now, say for an example, hunger, sleep, security, right, dress. So all people needs. Why? Those are human basic requirements, right? Without human basic requirements, no marketing is going to take place. Okay, so needs is a human basic requirements. That's you need to understand. You may learn in your A level as well. Then what is wants? Wants is how are you going to satisfy your need. Want is how are you going to satisfy your need. That is want. So the want is shaped up by the culture. Want is shaped up by the culture. Now, if I ask you, what is the difference between needs and wants? You know, needs are few. Needs are few. Wants are many. Right? Needs are coming within your own human basic requirement, but want, right, can come from many sources. Okay. Now, say for an example, now you are very thirsty now, right? Then you have a lot of soft drinks in front of you. say Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, Necto, King Coconut, a lot of brands are there, all are soft drinks. Now, in order to satisfy your basic thirsty need, what bottle you select? So that is your wants. Whether I'm going to drink Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola or Elephant cream soda or whatever you call it, you drink. Right? That is you want in order to satisfy your need. So therefore, marketers are not worried about much of the need, but what marketers are worried? Want management. Right? Want management. Right. So needs are to be there, wants has to be there, and then demands. What is demand? Demand means willingness, ability to buy. Willingness and ability to buy. Right? Willingness and ability to buy. Right? Willingness and ability to buy. Okay? Now, without having money, right? So how can you obtain the goods? Right? So there won't be marketing taking place. Why? You are not going to buy because you don't have money. Right? Okay, so demand means buying power. As also willingness to buy. Sometimes you have money, but you don't want to buy. Right? You don't like that product. So you may have so many soft drinks here, but none of you like. Why? No, I don't like these soft drinks. In order to fulfill my thirst, I may need some water or something. Even though I have money, I don't want. But sometimes you don't have money to buy any of these things. So therefore, the first core concept is need, want, and a demand. Need, want, and a demand. Right? Without these three things, marketing won't take place. Right? So needs, human basic requirement, right? Which individual want to satisfy his need, and wants, how we are going to satisfy their need, demands, willingness, as well as purchasing power. Right. Third one. Then, in order to fulfill your need and wants, what do you need? You need a product or services. So product, therefore you can define anything you can offer to the market for customers' attention, acquisition, use or consumption. That might satisfy a want or a need. Right? Okay, so that is product and services. Right? Without a product, without the services, so you're not in a position to satisfy your needs and wants. Right? So the product and services is anything that can be offered to a market for attention, acquisition, use or consumption in order to satisfy a particular need and a want. Right? So without the product and services, no marketing is taking place. Next one. Then, just because a product is available, are you going to buy? You're not going to buy just because of products are available, but you look at it. Now, there are so many products available, right? But then you look at it. What is the value? What is the product which give me a high value? Then you be going to select that product, right? So you look at it. What is the value going to create buying of this product? Right? They look at which product will give me a high value. Right? And also not that. So not only that, but you look at it. What products give me high satisfaction? Right? High satisfaction. And also we look at it. What product having a quality? Are you Are you going to look at all these things before you going to purchase anything like that? Yes, your subconscious also look at it. Okay, what product give me high value? What product give me high satisfaction? What products give me high quality? Right? So then, based on the value, satisfaction, and the quality, you may going to obtaining the product. Right? Okay. So without value, without satisfaction, without quality, you are not going to buy this product. Right? Okay. The moment you're going to purchase this product, going to take this product, right? So you do some sort of an exchange process, right? You buy the goods and give what? Money, whatever. In the barter system, you give something. It's an exchange process. So therefore, marketing can be considered as an exchange process. Then the marketing occurs. In financial terms, so we call them as a transaction. We call them as a transaction. Exchange in the financial terms, what is a transaction marketing? It's part of large idea, right? We do a transaction. Transaction means you pay and give. So what marketers? Marketers are not considered about the transaction marketing. Customers, banks, or the company want to your customers to keep on buying the product from you, keep on deposit the money with the bank. Then you become a long-lasting customer. So that is what you call the relationship. Transaction means once and for all transaction, business. But what we expect from the customers, a relationship. So without, otherwise marketing won't take place. So everybody eat once, bread, take a rice and curry once, eat from that shop. So there's no businesses for him, because again some customers has to need come and purchase. So then it create the relationship, right? It create the relationship. Now, so where all these things are taking place, where the buyers and sellers are meeting, and that is a market. So in order to do marketing, we may have a place to do the transaction. So that is market. Is the set of actual and potential buyers of a product service they are meeting, right? So that is a market. In our case, we call financial market, right? So these are the 5 major concept of marketing, right? Okay. Now it's like this, right? You must have a need, want, and demand, right? Then you need what? Product as services. Okay, product and services. Then what happens the next? Product and services. Then you have a value, satisfaction, and quality, right? Then what is taking place? The once you have the value, and it is exchange, transaction, and relationship, right? And where is all this taking place? Market. So this is we call core concept of marketing, right? Okay, right? These are the 4 concept of marketing. So sometimes we call these are the backdrop of marketing. These are the backdrop of marketing, right? Without remember, without these core concepts, marketing won't take place. So marketing to be take place, All these 5 concepts need to be there, right? Needs, wants, demand. What is need? Anything, human basic requirement, right? You're hungry, then only you're going for something, right? Then you want. What are you going to satisfy? How are you going to satisfy your need? Then, are you having a money or your willingness? සමහර කියන්නේ ඇයි මට සල්ලි නැද්ද? ඇයි ඔයා මට අකමැති? සමහර අහනවානේ. එතන මොකද කියන්නේ? ඔයා හොඳයි ඔක්කොම හොඳයි ඊට මම ඔයාට කැමති නෑ. You are good, but I don't want. I don't like to have an affair or I don't like to marry you. Right? That is your willingness. Right? So demand is not enough. Right? You must have money, but you must have a willingness. Then otherwise marketing won't take place, even though you have money. Right? Then product and services. So you need to have a product and services in order to fulfill your needs and wants. Then just because of product and services not enough, it must give you value, satisfactions and quality for you to take these goods and product. And then the moment you do transaction, it's become exchange, and if for financial terms, it's become a transaction. If you keep on buying the product and services, we call relationship. Where all this taking place? In the market, where the buyers and sellers are meeting, right? That is why we call key core concept of marketing. Okay, I think you understood now the key core concept of marketing, right? Okay, now let me explain now some orientations, bank orientation towards marketplace. So what is the philosophy? Darshane Mokad should guide a bank's marketing efforts. Now, how today's marketing comes? There are 5 different philosophies, concepts which conduct organization and the actions. Now, let me explain now very briefly what are these concepts. Right? Orientation. So marketing orientation, sometimes we call. These are the 5 things. Right? We started with the product concept. Production concept. Then the product concept, selling concept, marketing concept. So now we are in the societal marketing concept, and today we are talking about holistic marketing concept or holistic marketing approach. We'll discuss now these 5 competing concept or evaluations of marketing, right? Okay, we'll first take the production concept very briefly, right? Now, during this period, the production concept, during the production orientation time, customers will buy the services provided that they are affordable and available. That product need to be available and affordable, right? And what the producer will focus on cost efficiency and with spread distribution. What do you mean by that? So they are not bothered about what customer wants. What they can produce, but at a very low cost. During the production era, what customers are look at it, they buy the product as far as it is very cheap or affordable for them to buy and available to buy. Why? Because during this production orientation period concept, demand is more than supply. Whatever the organization produce, there are customers to buy. So the demand is more than supply. Right? Okay, now what is the rationale behind the production concept or orientation, or sometimes we call production era? 2 things. What? Affordability and availability. Right? So organization try to produce the products like that. That is why sometimes, I think you may heard the story, Henry Ford, the first manufacturer of cars, he said, as far as I manufacture cars as far as black cars, so you have to buy. So he produce only the black cars, affordable price, customer need to buy. Okay, why the demand is more than supply. From the production concept, we move into the product concept. Now people now need to be little change. People don't not to have a same product. They want to have some different type of products in terms of maybe color, maybe quality and all. So then during the product concept, so what organizations try to do, they try to come up with some innovative ideas, continuous improvement of the product. There may be some modification to the product. Still during the product concept also, the products era also, what happened? Demand is more than supply. So therefore, customers buy whatever company offers to us. There's no option, right? Product concept. So during this era, what they tried, uh, uh, they try to okay, they try to come up with new products, little bit modifying the existing product, right? Not worried about what the customers want. Okay, that is the era of product, or we call them as a product era, right? Still, during the product period also, uh, right, product also, demand is more than supply. So now we move into the selling concept. Now there are a lot more products are available to the customers, right? Because they are more production oriented. They come up with a different product, but what they produce maybe customer don't want. Now the concept is changed from demand is more than supply. Here now the supply is more than demand. There are enough product and services available. Now what companies try to do? Now they try to push hard to sell their products. Right? Now there are enough products available in the market. So therefore customers are basically want to come up with more effort to sell their products. So therefore marketers are focused on selling. For that, the organization use heavy promotions, incentives, advertising to sell their product, right? During the selling era or selling concept. Now we are starting from where? Production, product, selling. But still, up to these three concepts, so we produce what we can produce. We are not bothered about what customers want. And the fourth era, they have identified we can't produce what we can produce as organization. We need to identify what customer wants and then try to produce that product. And that's how the marketing concept evolved. Up to the marketing concept time, organization produce whatever they can produce. They are not bothered about what customer want, because demand may be more than supply, right? But in the marketing concept or marketing era, they are concentrate on what the customers want, right? And how can we satisfy customers' needs and wants? So that is the marketing era, right? And it's a very famous case here, I think, when you compare with marketing and sales concept. Now let's look at it, the comparisons of marketing and sales, right? So in the marketing, the selling concept, what is the starting point? You look at the 4 points. Starting point, selling concept, factory. What you can produce in the factory. What are you focused in the selling concept? Existing product. They try to modify your existing product. They focus on your product. What it means? How they try to do in the selling concept, how to sell their product through promotion and selling. They concentrate push sales, right? Hence, how they are going to earn profits? They are going to earn profits through sales volume. Number of units you sell and you try to earn more profits. But marketing, in your contrast with the sales, is like this. So where's the marketing concept start? From the market, not from the factory. It's outside in approach. Here the selling, inside out approach. What we can produce, you buy. What we can produce, you buy. It's a selling concept. Marketing concept, what you want, I produce. So therefore the starting point is the market. What markets wants? They are the selling, what our factory can produce. You have to buy. That's the difference. Second, focus. Here in the selling, what they focus, the existing product. But what we in the what marketing concept focus? They focus customer needs and wants, right? And what is mean? They try to sell their product through selling, advertising, promotion, using promotion techniques. But in the marketing concept, they are trying to sell their product through integrated marketing. So what do you mean by integrated marketing? I will explain to you later on what is integrated marketing in more detail. But for the time being, try to understand this. So that means, so selling is a one part of marketing, one unit of marketing. But integrated marketing means what we try to sell to the customer to give out a better quality product, better pricing, better customer service, everything we incorporated when you're selling a product to the customer. Better packaging, like that. Not only the selling part, everything. That is what you call integrated marketing. So how are you going to earn profit? Here we are going to earn profit through customer satisfaction. If customer satisfy, he come and buy your product, right? There, of course, how you're going to make profit? Pushing sales. Pushing sales. So that is the difference between marketing and selling. Still no question asked on this. So examiner can ask from you, what is the difference between marketing and sales? So if it is the case, you can draw this one. You can explain very simply, right? Again, selling start with the factory, whereas marketing start with the market. Focus, existing product. Here focus is what customer wants. Selling, one aspects of integrated marketing, but here they look at the total offer, total solution to the customer. So you are trying to earn profit through customer satisfaction, right? There, of course, you are trying to earn through sales volume. Okay, I think you understood that. Then from marketing concept, then again they have changed to societal marketing concept. What do you mean by a societal marketing concept? Now there, of course, they have identified, right? We are not only need to satisfy the customer, not only satisfy the needs and wants of the customer, but we also need to look after our society, our environment, our human welfare, right? So not only satisfying customers, but we need to satisfy our environment. That is why organizations try to come up with degradable, packaging, green packaging, all things. We need to look after the society as well. So what societal marketing is talking, apart from satisfy customers' needs and want, not only earn profits. So organizations try to develop social welfare, well-being of the consumer and the society at the large. That is why some organizations come up with a lot of social activities, corporate social responsibility, CSR activities, right? A lot of voluntary contributions, funds to elders, children, right, and to protect environment, right? So marketers thought not only satisfying customer is not enough. Everything we are getting from the environment, so we need to look after our environment, good quality things, and so that is societal marketing concept. Basically, not only satisfy customer, we need to satisfy our society, right? So that is from starting from production to product, product to selling, selling to marketing, marketing to societal marketing concept. Right. So then today we are talking about holistic marketing approach. Right. There are another element incorporated to the marketing concept. Right. So banks need to relook at it. These are the four things. What is relationship marketing, integrated marketing, internal marketing, social responsibility marketing. So what is this? All are same like that, right? Now, when you offer product to a customer, so you come up with integrated marketing solution. You have to give a better product to them, better services to them, better communication to them, better price to them, better services to them, better, uh, I mean, treat them very well and things like that, right? So the relationship means long-term businesses, right? Okay, let me explain by what relationship marketing has the aim building mutually satisfying long-term relationship with key parties or with the stakeholders. Every person we are dealing with, organization is dealing with, need to have a relationship, right? Need to have a relationship. Okay, need to have a relationship, right? So that is relationship marketing. So with the customers, you need to have a win-win situation, mutually satisfying both of them, right? When you offer a product, customer need to satisfy as well as we also need to satisfy. So relationship marketing means when we are dealing with business, we need to satisfy all our stakeholders, not only customers, our suppliers, our distributors, right? Whoever involving in the business with us, we need to satisfy. That is relationship marketing, right? So then integrated marketing means device marketing activities and assembly fully integrated marketing programs, right? We have to give them a value for customers or total quality solution to the customers, right? Okay, that is the integrated marketing. Then internal marketing, that's a new thing come up. What is the internal marketing? Now we are treating external customers, that we call them as external customers. Who are our internal customers? That is our employees. So we need to look after our staff, our internal customers, that is employees. So we must give him a better salary. We must look after. They must have a better hiring systems or training, motivating. Then only employees who can provide a better customer service. If internal customers as your employees are not happy, how can you provide a better services to the customers, right? So therefore, people are concentrate today. We not only do external marketing, we need to do the internal marketing, right? If you are good in internal marketing, only we can do a better external marketing. Then the social responsibility marketing, that means, so HM, holistic marketing incorporates social responsibility activities. We look after, when you're conducting your businesses, we need to do in a professional manner, ethical manner, environmental friendly manner, legal and all these social activities, sort of a very respectable manner we have to do. Right? So that is what you call a social responsibility market. So with all these four, we collectively call them as holistic marketing approach. Right? So the organizations today practice all these four. So we started with production marketing, or sorry, production concept, to product, then to selling to marketing. First time we look at the customer wants, and then we look at social concept, right? We look at it, not only satisfy customer, we need to satisfy our environment. Then today, holistic marketing approach, we talk about, okay, we need to satisfy our customer. We need to satisfy our uh, environment or society, right? And also we need to satisfy our what? Our internal customers. So these four are collectively called them as a holistic marketing approach. So that is the philosophy, how the marketing has come to today's context. Okay. So no question asked in your exam up to now on this, right? But as a fundamental thing, when you're learning marketing, you need to know all these things, right? Okay, now what are the things we learn up to now? What are the things we learn up to now? We discuss, just to summarize, right? Okay, clear? So if you have any doubt, please stop me and ask, right? Okay, Buddha. If you have any problem, please stop me and ask, right? Okay, what we have learned up to now, we discuss what is marketing. Marketing, I told you, is a young discipline, and it is a combinations of different subject areas like economics, sociology, physiology, and things like that. So then we discuss marketing is everywhere, right? Marketing play an important role in today's businesses, right? So we discussed what you can market, anything you can market in today, right? And even here, what I'm doing, so I'm also sort of a marketing. I'm selling information to you, right? And also within after that we discuss the definitions of marketing, and we consider Philip Kotler as the father of marketing, but today uh, we identify as a definitions of marketing of Chartered Institute of Marketing. What is it? Is a management process identifying, anticipating customers' requirement, and satisfy customer requirements, right, profitably in a socially acceptable manner. සමාජයට යහපතක් වන ආකාරයෙන් තමයි ගනුදෙනු කරුවන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතා හඳුනාගෙන ඒවා තෘප්තිමත් කරන්න ඕනේ. Right? Okay. Then we discuss what are the key concept of core concept of marketing. So sometimes we call them as building blocks. Sometimes we call them as backdrop. Right? Whatever you call it. Without this concept, marketing won't take in place. What are these five core concepts? Needs, human basic requirement, want, how am I going to satisfy your needs, basic requirement, demand, your willingness, and your purchasing power. Then you say product and services. Anything you can offer to a market, which can be acquisition, attention, consumption, or use. In order to satisfy customer needs and wants, we call them as a product. Then you not just buy products, you look at it before you purchase a product, you look at it the value, you look at the satisfaction, and you look at the quality, right? Without all these things, you won't just have the product, you won't buy. You may select the product which give you value for you, the product which give you a satisfaction to you, the product which have a quality. Then only you think of buying that product. The moment you intend to buy this product, then the exchange takes place. If the exchange process in terms of financial terms is become a financial transaction. So what marketing to be take place, you have a not only once and for all business, it has to be continuously businesses need to be taking place. So then it's become the relationship, right? And all things have happened where? All things have happening at the market, where the sellers as buyers are meeting. So these are, we call them as key core concept of marketing, right? And then after that, we discuss a little bit of orientations today, banks as well as the marketing orientation. So then we first discuss about what is production era. What is production era? Main characteristics: demand is more than supply for any product and services you produce. But it has to be affordable and available to customers to buy, right? So that is the production. So after some times, people have been fed up with having the same site of product, right? So therefore, organizations try to change the product, modify the product, change the color, right? Like that, right? Still again, the demand is more than supply. When the products comes to the market, right, then more supply is there, then there is less demand. So then during the next concept, the demand is less, I mean the supply is more than the demand. So then organization try to push hard to sell their product to the customer. For that, they use a lot of promotional methods, personal selling, advertising, and things like that. Try to sell the product to convince the customers to buy, right? But still, customers are buying, but they don't want because of other people are giving, right? Okay, other people are giving. So therefore, what happened then? So then, basically, first time in the marketing concept, we try to identify what the customers want. An organization try to produce the product what they want, not we like. And then we look at it how marketing and sales concepts are what are the changes so took place from people are moving from sales to marketing, right? And not only satisfying the customers, the organization thought is not enough. So we need to satisfy the society as well, because everything we are going to take from the society. So while we are satisfying the customer, organization thought of we need to satisfy our society, right? And then from societal concept, in moving to the today's concept, that is what you call holistic marketing approach. What organization try to adapt or try to practice holistic marketing approach. What do you mean by holistic marketing approach? So you must have a relationship building with customers and other stakeholders like suppliers and all, and you offer a total package to the customer, right, with the right product, right promotion, right mix. Basically, we'll discuss next week what is mix, right? And also we need to look after our employees who provide the services to external customers. That is what you call internal marketing. And also we need to look at it, the society. So that's what we call social responsibility marketing, right? Today, business organization, banks try to approach holistic marketing concept when they are delivering or when they are offering product and services to customers, right? Clear? Any questions up to now? Tirunada, any questions? Any questions? I need a feedback from you, Buddha. Okay. Harida? Avisha? Okay. Amansa? Dilki? Diniti? Dumali? Right. Okay. Randika? Right. I have the first names. I will read. Right. Okay. Right. Then we move into the next part. Right. Okay, next part. What is next part? Why marketing is critical in service organizations like banks? Why marketing is important? Now we have an idea. What is marketing? Now we are going to discuss why marketing is critical. Why marketing is critical in servicing the organization, right? Why marketing is important to today's business context. Okay, why marketing is important? Let's look at it. Now, marketing, remember, is an integral part of an organization and it is responsible to producing a profit. So, marketing brings profit to the organization. How? We are selling a product, we are earning a profit, right? So, without marketing, so therefore, organizations is to exist. So, therefore, the marketing considered as the integral part of an organization which responsible for producing a profit, right? So the marketing, without a marketing you can't live because no profits created. Marketing therefore responsible for producing profit. Without that, organization cannot survive. One. Second. Two, marketing gives future directions of the company, right? And helps to facilitate positioning of the organization in the market. So marketing, always look at it in the future. What is marketing definition? Now remember, identifying and anticipating what may be the customers want in the future. Marketers need to look at it. What type of products they want to have it in the future. So they have to identify what customers needs and wants in the future, right? And thereby they are able to facilitate the positions of the organization in the marketplace. Positioning in the marketplace. We take, what is positioning mean? They talk about, okay, this bank is providing high services, good quality services, high interest, safe place. So that is the positioning. Marketing try to position your bank in the consumer's mind. That is called perception. Positioning. Now the moment you say, now I will ask you a simple question. The moment you say NSB, what is, at least something come to your mind? Huh? If you say NSB, something come to your mind. What is that? It's the safest place. Guarantee the money. So that is the positioning. How do that? Maybe through marketing. Now say for an example, I'm not telling any side, right? Example, we'll take Sampan. What do you think? What is come to your mind? The moment say, is some innovative bank or something. The Bank of Ceylon, what is come to your mind, right? So like that. So how this creating the customer's mind? Now think about Signal. Forget about where is Signal. What is come to your mind, right? Is a toothpaste. Everybody knows. But how it create in your consumer's mind through the marketing, right? And also remember the third important thing. It focuses on identification and anticipate customer needs and wants, right? So we identify what customer wants, right? Then organizations try to produce such products and services. So marketing facilitate faster delivery channel, building trust, create awareness, and the of the product of the product, yeah, of the product and services also, right? So marketing create awareness of the product through advertising, through TV communication, right? Through social media, whatever, right? So and bring different services to different customers. Because why? We know customers are not homogeneous. They are heterogeneous. They have different needs and wants. What you like, I may not like. What I like, you may not like. Because we as bankers, as marketers, we try to provide services or product what customer wants as per their willingness, right? So marketers provide that. It focuses on income and expenditure and guide the organization. At the beginning of the year, what we say, how much of loans we can give. It's a marketing. It's focus the income, right? What is the interest we can give? So marketing focus on income and expenditure and guide the organization. And also it's bring the services to the and the notices of the potential users who should thereby persuade by them, right? Through advertising, through word to word, through communication methods. We are going to learn different type of communication methods, right? And to transform staff behavior from sales to marketing, from transaction to relationship. So what marketing trying to do? Convert your staff from sales to marketing and from transaction to relationship. That do you mean by that? So convert marketing will tell your staff, I don't want the sales, but I want marketing. Through the marketing, you can do the sales. I mean, sales is a subset of marketing. And what we expecting, not one business, we need continuous business, sustainable long-term relationship, right? All things can be done by marketing. So therefore, marketing play an important role in your organization, right? Okay, play an important role of your organization, right? Now, what factors contributing to loss of market share? Sometimes you think my organization is now my market share is coming down. What factors? Why is that? Right? So why you interested about marketing? Just because of market share is coming down, right? Why is that? Maybe sales decline or falling market share, right? So people are now thinking we must advertise, we must come up with nice TV commercials, something like. Maybe customers' buying patterns are changing. Now they don't want to, they want to go for digital, right? So markets try to come up with solution for that. And increasing competition, right? And increasing marketing related expenditure. There may be a regulatory issues, right? So as a result of this, mind you, you may sometimes, right, losing your market share, and thereby a lot of people are depend on marketing, right? A lot of marketing because they think marketing can change all these things. Clear? Right. Now let me now try to. This is a very basic background of marketing. It's a very basic background of, right? Clear now? Understood? Okay, clear? Right? Now people are concentrating on marketing because of this. Up to now you're okay, right? Harida, clear? But only body feedback. Right. Okay, right. Harry. Right. Now we are moving to another important area. Right? Now, key element of a marketing plan. Now now I told you only this subject you are learning marketing as well as HR. No any other subject you are not going to learn marketing and HR. Even when you go for DBF level, right? You are not learning marketing and HR. Only finances, client management only you are going to learn marketing and HR, right? But it's a very interesting area. Okay, now let's look at it. You are now, there are different plans prepared by your organization. One of the plan is marketing plan, right? Okay, what are the key elements of a marketing plan? Now, first one, developing of a marketing objective. So you must have a plan, you must have an objective. What the objective you may think? What type of objective you may consider? Okay, first can be improve your market share. Now, I think you may aware objective have some characteristics. What is the main characteristics of an objective? Can anybody tell me? What is the main characteristics of an objective? It's like me, but don't laugh. Huh? Can tell me anybody? Can anyone tell me what is the characteristics and objective? Come on. Can. What is the characteristics and objective? I give a hint. It's like me, but don't laugh after I explain to that, right? Huh? What is the objective of? What is the characteristics and objective? Objective එක තිබිය යුතු ලක්ෂණ ප්‍රධාන ලක්ෂණ කීපයක් තියෙනවා. පහක් තියෙනවා. මොකක්ද මේ පහ?
Future plans?
Okay. What is that?
Future plans?
We use some acronym. 5 word. It's like me, yeah. On the මම කලේ. Then you may think,
Smart.
You understood. No, not. I'm not smart, right? Good. What does SMART stand for? Specific, measurable,
Achievable.
relevance, and time bound. Right? Any objective must be those are characteristics of the objective. Understood? No? So those are characteristics and objective. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. Now, say for an example, I'll just give you an example. Now, in your marketing plan for say 2022, for an example. So 2021, you're going to prepare for 2022. You set marketing objective like this. I am going to increase my market share. I'm going to increase my business. You say in your marketing plan, I'm going to increase my business as a marketing objective. But is it specific? Or it is a smart? No. Why? It's not specific. Improve my business. What do you mean by it's not very specific? Then you have to say, I'm going to increase my market share, right, by 25% in 2025. Is that specific? Yes or no? I would say marketing objective as I'm going to increase my market share 25% in 2022. It is a specific or it is a smart or not? It is a smart objective or not? Okay, I will explain. Now it is specific as measurable. Why? It's very specific. What is the specific word here? Market share. It can be measured? Yes. So I am going to increase my market share. Very specific, measurable. Okay, SRE, MRE. Then the problem comes what? Achievable. I don't think any organization can achieve their market share by 25% in 1 year. So therefore, achievable is not there. So therefore, it's not a SMART objective. Then you say, I'm going to increase my market share in increase my market share, say for an example, increase my market share by 1%. By 1%. It is a SMART objective or not? I'm going to increase my market share 1%. It is a SMART objective or not? Still not a SMART objective. Why? Yes, very specific, measurable, achievable. Yes, correct. But I not mentioned the time frame. I said I'm going to increase my market share by 1%. So it may be 2020, 2023. So it is not a SMART. Then in order to be smart, you need to tell, I'm going to increase my market share by 1% during 2022. So then you are a time bound. You are telling exactly I'm going to increase my market share in 2022. Right? Okay. Say it will be relevant to your field. Now say if you are going to improve your market share by business doing only in Sri Lanka, then you put an objective, I'm going to increase my market share by 1% doing business in other countries as well. It is not relevant. Right? So therefore, you have to say the relevancy also there. I'm going to improve my market share in Sri Lanka only 1% during 2022. So then it's very specific. Right? So remember, so therefore, when you are developing a marketing plan, first step is what? Developing a marketing objective. So that objective should be SMART. For an example, improve the market share in like that. Right? So remember. Second one, so then you need to understand what environment you are doing a business. Can I achieve 2% of market share? What are the marketing opportunities available for me, right, to improve my market share? What are the threats I am going to face? Whether I am having the resources. So you need to assess all these things. That is the second part. That is the second part. Assessment of marketing opportunities, threats, and resources. So that is what you call, another name is a situational analysis. What is that? Situational analysis. Now, you look at in your next slide. So what are the techniques you are having? I'm just briefly touching, right? What are the techniques in order to identify your present situation of the organization? For that, to assess your opportunities, threats, and resources, you can have some tools available with you. That is, first one we call SWOT analysis. Have you heard about SWOT analysis? Yes or no? Have you heard about SWOT analysis? Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. What is
Yes.
SWOT mean? What are your organization strengths? Your organization strengths. Now say, if you are working for a Bank of Ceylon, what is your strength? What is your Bank of Ceylon, one of the main strength? Can anybody tell me? One of the largest, the largest, he said, the largest bank, commercial bank in Sri Lanka, having a deposit over 2 trillion, having a profits close to around 17, 18 billion, larger network, long history. So those are the strength of the Bank of Ceylon. Likewise, you take NSB. What is their main strength? The government guarantee for their deposits. They are also long last, I mean, be there for the so many years. So if you think about someone so innovative, technologically innovative band, some people are telling, people's man, large branch network. So likewise, every organization we have strengths. So S mean the things your organization good at compared with your competitor, right? Okay. Then W mean what? W mean weakness. What are you bad? What are you not good at when you're compared with your competitor? So if you say NSB old staff, sometimes people are calling, right? Not much technology driven bank like that. They may telling something like that. That's the weaknesses compared with other banks, right? What are the opportunities? Those are, remember, strength and weaknesses are internal organizational factors. Strength and weaknesses are internal organizational factors. O and T, O mean opportunities and threats which are outside of your organization. It is available in the environment. What are the threats you are going to face? All banks, what is the threat banks are facing today? There is a fintech companies are going to come, right? Fintech companies are going to come. There is a threat from your competitors. A new bank is going to come, right? So we need to understand the threats, right? And opportunities. Economy is growing well, right? People have enough money. There's a business opportunities. There's a import, export taking place. We have a business opportunities. We can open more LCs. We can give more loans for housing. We can give loans for term loans. Oh, because business is doing well. That is an opportunity, right? Threats, what we are having some disturbance to operate our businesses. Now, Corona is a threat to organization, right? We need to understand. So that is the SWOT analysis, right? What is SWOT? Now, if you ask the examiner, say SWOT, write short notes or something about the SWOT analysis. You have to say first. You have to say what is SWOT stand for. S means strengths, W means weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Right? You can do a SWOT analysis for your own bank. You can do a SWOT analysis for your own bank. You just think right down. When your preparations of your marketing plan, remember, even for strategy plan.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sure. Go
So
ahead.
some people say that T equals trends, right?
T equal trend.
Trends.
Trends?
Trends.
No,
T.
no, 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 Buddha. In the SWOT analysis, they call threats, right? Threats mean tarjana. So what are the issues your bank is going to face, right? Not trend, right? Trend is something development. It's an opportunity availability, right? T is threat, not trend. That's I'm 100% sure, right? SWOT, we call SWOT analysis, which covered both internal environment as well as external environment. Internally, what you are good at, what you are bad at. Externally, what are the opportunities available for your organization? What are the threats you are going to face? So, SWOT analysis, specifically, you are preparing when you are going for develop your marketing plan, right? Develop your marketing plan. You organization will carry out a SWOT. Why? It is a second step, assessment of marketing opportunities, threat, and resources. For how can you assess opportunities? Through SWOT analysis, right? Through SWOT analysis. Clear now? There's another technique available for you to analyze your opportunities, threats, and resources. Another famous techniques we call Pastoral Analysis. Called Pastoral Analysis. Just to understand, right? Pastoral analysis. What is pastoral analysis mean? What is P stand for? Political, economic, social, cultural, technology, environment, and legal factors. We call these are external factors. Can we change these factors? No, you can't change these factors. So then we need to live with these factors.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So
Go
what
ahead.
does A stand for?
Pastel?
Yeah, in A.
Okay, I will tell you. P, political. You can write P mean political. E mean economic. S mean social cultural. T mean technological. E mean environment. L mean legal. Okay, I repeat it. P mean political factors. Now, say for an example, political factors. Now, government takes some decision. Reductions of interest rate. It's a political decision sometimes. Right now, what happened for us? So we have to oblige to that. Right? So can we change? No, we can't change because we as banks need to adjust to that. So we have to change our marketing plan accordingly. Right? May increase the corporate tax. So we have to pay. Right? E mean economic factors. The country's economic factors. Like, what are the economic factors? Economic growth, inflation rate, then what else? A per capita income, right? All are we call economic factors. How it impact us? Now say for inflation, it impact the customer also. Know how? When you deposit the money, say 100,000 in the savings account, right? So you deposit. Your present saving rate is, interest rate is 3%, for example. How much you are getting now after 1 year time? 3,000 rupees, right? Think about your inflation rate. Inflation rate is 5% in Sri Lanka, right? So then, what is the risk you are facing? You are facing inflation risk. Why? Because after 1 year, the same items, the money value of 100,000 is deteriorated by 5%, where you are getting only 3%. So that means you are losing your value. No point. So therefore, your interest rate always need to be higher than your inflation rate. Right? They don't either. So it was a one lakh අරගෙන අපි ලබන අවුරුද්දේ මොනවා හරි කරන්න ගියොත් ඒ ගන්නට ගන්න පුළුවන් දේ ගන්න යන බඩුව බෑ. ඇයි? ඊට වැඩි බඩුවල මිල වැඩි වෙලා. So that is a risk faced by the bank, by the customer also, right? So therefore, remember, the economic factors play an important role. So if the economy is not doing well, the inflation is high, people don't have money. If people don't have money, they are using whatever they are earning for consumption. So we don't have a deposit for customers, customers don't having money for deposit with the bank. So we don't have a money deposits. So therefore we can't have, we don't have money to lend because we are using depositors' money to lending. Right? So it impact my businesses. It impact the banking businesses. Now say political decision taken by the government not to import cars. Example, right? Not to import cars. It's a political decision. No. Now whatever, how it impact the bank? How it impact the bank? We can't open what? LCs. Letter of credits. Why? So the letter of credits is, remember, the bank's big money, right? Right? We earn a lot of profits from that. Now, since we are not importing the cars, we can't open LCs because it's a political decision. It impacts my businesses. I just give an example. Economy, as I told you, the country is not doing well. We don't have money. Business is not growing. People don't have money. Banks also have problem because we don't have money for lending, right? And then the S is social cultural factors. Social cultural factors. It is very important. We need to understand, right? Now, a lot of people are working now at home. Social cultural factors. We need to provide some solution for customers. Okay. Again, we need to look at the social cultural factors. People, ladies are working now. One of you all are working here back in the bank. Husband and wife are working. Now you don't have a time to cook at home. Earlier, wash your clothes and all. So there's an opportunity in the market for marketers. What? Washing machine. You have no time to cook. Whatever you cook, you put into the fridge. Then you have a microwave oven facilities. Then you have a baby. Yeah, go ahead.
Sir, does it deal with like attitudes, beliefs, and faiths, so on?
Yes, that's also can consider because people believe and attitudes. Okay, now what we need to look at that is why social cultural factors, right? Now why some people are believe still deposit no point of deposit the money, they want to keep the money with them, right? So this is how the people having some sort of a beliefs. So it is difficult to get the money to the banking system, a formal system, right? So we need to come up with a strategy in your marketing plan, how all these undeposit money having with the rural customers to get into the formal banking system, right? Having understood the cultural factors. Okay, right. Now say you're having a baby, for an example. Now you don't have a place to keep. What is the business opportunity? Daycare centers. Banks are open till night sometimes to do some transaction because you have no time to go to the bank. So these are social cultural factors because your life pattern change. Accordingly, banks has to fulfill their requirement. We need to understand, right? Okay, then T, the most important thing, technological factors. How develop the technical factors in the world today? So as bankers, we need to grab all these things. Otherwise, digital banking, digital marketing, right? Social media, all came because of what? Because of the development of the technology. We need to absorb, we need to go with that. Otherwise, we will say fuddy duddy bank, right? The bank who is not having any facilities, right? So what we need to understand what is taking place in the environment, changing of technology, how to what extent bank can use this technology, right? And the legal factors, new rules and regulations comes by the regulator, right? We learned the Banking Act, then money laundering, right? Financial transaction reporting. So we have to adhere to these rules and regulations. That's a legal factor. Nomination, remember? So we need to get an advantage of this. So therefore, remember, we need to before you developing a marketing plan, we need to assess our environment to identify opportunities and threats and resources. Right? The pestle also can be used as a tool to assess our environment. I just give you 3 points, right? Uh, now,
Excuse me, sir.
yeah, okay, go ahead, Peter.
Sir, can you say an example for A in pistol?
I didn't get it to you. What is that, Buddha? I can't properly hear.
Example for AD, sir.
Age.
A in pestle.
Where is A? A is not there, no. Pestle, Pestel. A is not there, Buddha. If you go to the next slide, it mentioned pestle. Political, economic, social, culture is seen as social. We say usually we see silence here. We call social, cultural. T is technological. E is environment. L mean legal. Clear? A is not there, Buddha. Are you there? Okay, clear.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Right. That we call these sort and pestle. We call them as acronyms. Right? Acronyms. Everybody knows if you talk about the sort. So we know what do you mean by a sort. Everybody talk about the pestle. They know what do you mean by a pestle. Right? It's an acronym. It's an accepted world acronym. When you go for any country, if you say pastoral analysis, they know what you mean by that. Like Incoterm. Have you heard about the Incoterms? Not yet, no? When you're going for go for your DBA next year, you learn Incoterms. F4B, FCA, CIF, right? Like that. That everywhere in the world, they know what you mean by the CIF. So we don't want to explain, right? Like that, the sort and pestle are famous analytical tool available in the world. Okay, right. Now we say E, I didn't mention, no, E means environment. Right? Now today people are paying a lot of attention about the green banking, green lending, all things. Right? Because we are not provide loans. Right? Loans to damage the environment. So we need to be concerned. Why? There is an environmental factor. Right? A lot of banks are now green loans, right? You know, because banks not supposed to support damaging the environment. So therefore, when you develop your marketing plan, you need to look at it all these factors. What is the present positions about these pestle factors? That is why we need to understand. Then only we can decide what we are going to decide in the future. What is my objective? Right? Without having look at it the present situation, right? I cannot have an objective. So that is why we need to analyze. In order to analyze or assess the opportunities, threats, and resources, only we are going for pastoral analysis. Okay. Then another techniques we call important, and this question is asked last year. That is why I want to put this one. Porter model. If you look at the Michael Porter, the Michael Porter is the famous scientist, the living giant in the world, right? He came up with lot of strategies, lot of analytical tools, and he look at it. We call Michael Porter's 5 forces analysis. Last year, we have a questions on that. How you use Michael Porter 5 forces. Now, 5 forces developed by him is called as threat of new entrants. Now say, if you have any problem, just tell me. Now, I'll give you a simple example. Right? For banks. They have identified 5 forces. These are competitive forces which impact your businesses. That means it is impact your profits. Right? Okay, first you look at rivalry among existing firms. Now say for an example, Sampath Bank. Now you are preparing marketing plan for Sampath and you do Porter's 5 forces analysis. Rivalry among existing firms. Who are the rivalry among with Sampath? Who are the competitors with Sampath? All commercial banks, right? So those are rivalry among existing firms. මගේ දැන් මම හිතන්නකෝ මේ මම Michael Fort analysis එක කරන්නේ සම්පත් bank. එතකොට අපි මැදට දානවා සම්පත් දාපුවම who are the rivalry among existing firms? Other commercial banks who are fighting with Sampat, like Bank of Ceylon or HNB, People's Bank, all are their competitors because they impact their businesses. All other competitors are impact their businesses. Right. Then you look at threat of new entrants. Threat of new entrants. What are the other, are there any new commercial bank going to come to the Sri Lankan business? Now, say for an example, we'll take like, tell me another bank who come to, okay, China. Now, Bank of China has come, right? China Development Bank, one of the largest bank in the world. China Development Bank. They may come and open branches in Sri Lanka. My goodness. It's a threat to Sampat. Not only Sampat, but all, but because since we are analyzing, it's a threat to us. That is threat of new entrants. Threat of new entrants. Okay. Next one, threat or substitute product or services. Can anybody tell me an example for this? Not any other bank. Other things can impact my businesses. Can anybody tell me a threat for my or substitute? Threat of substitute. Bankuවක් නෙමෙයි. හැබැයි බැංකුවක් වගේ අපේ business එකට බලපාන තව ආයතනයක් නම් කරන්න. මොකක්ද? Can you tell me?
Financial institutions.
Financial institution.
Financial institutions.
Oh, financial institution නෙමෙයි. එහෙමලා කියනවනේ මොකද්ද?
Finance
company.
company.
So non-banking financial institutions.
Yes, correct. Non-banking financial institution. එච්චරද? Why not insurance? Why not stock market? Why not dialogue? How? How dialogue? Huh? Those are what companies? Those are supposed to be a fintech companies.
Those are like easy cash or something.
Yeah. They are offering some sort of what is something similar to the products what we are selling, no? Insurance, then finance companies, as well as then of course you have to say, if we are talking about the commercial banks, you need to take, if it is the case, the specialized leasing companies as well as specialized license banks also. If you are looking only for commercial bank investment, right? And stock market, all are tops. Then unit trust, all are threat for substitute. Something similar to do my business, right? Okay. Then you look at the bargaining power of buyers. Who this? Our customers. So now they are demanding, not like all this demanding, they are sophisticated, right? So that is our who? Bargaining power of customers. So that is our, maybe here we can put it in that sense, our customers. The bargaining power of suppliers mean, who are they? Who are they? Bargaining power of supplier, who provide software packages, business apps, right? Like mobile phones, right? Who come up with software packages like Epic, right? Other MasterCards and things like that. They are providers of solutions. If you take the customers for both sides, you can say one side is depositors, one side is lenders, right? So bargaining power of suppliers mean for banks mean what? Our depositors. Bargaining power of buyers mean who? Our borrowers. If you take the bank, if you take the customer's point, but customers can take for both. Now we need to understand of this. Why we need to understand? We can understand the competition faced by my bank. right? So therefore, Michael Porter 5 forces, right? So help us to understand what sort of competition faced by my bank, right? So I have to look at, when you develop my marketing plan, I need to assess, so what sort of competition I am facing. Clear that, Michael Porter 5 forces. If the questions comes like that, the answer, you need to draw this one, these 5 forces, and explain very simply. That's all. So otherwise, if you can't write anything, but you need 5. I
Sir,
just
can you repeat it again?
right now. What are the 5 forces? Michael Porter 5 forces are. It is there in your handout, right? What is that? Rivalry among existing firms. So that is why I took an example for, say, Sampath Bank. For an example, Sampath Bank. Sampath banks want to develop a marketing plan. For that, they need to analyze opportunities, threats, and resources. Right? One of the techniques they use, apart from Pestel and SWOT, Michael Porter's 5 forces analysis. Clear? Right. What is Michael Porter 5 forces they talk about? First one, rivalry among existing firms. So that means if you take example for Sampath, who are my other competitors? My same area, that is my commercial. What are the other commercial banks? Bank of Ceylon, People's Bank, HNB, Commercial, NDB, then NTB, some then we say Pan Asia, like all are commercial bank. So what is the competition I am going to face with these banks? Right, one part. Then threat of new entrants. Are there new another commercial bank going to come to the Sri Lankan market? Are there any new market? Now, example, when the Cargills is not there, so commercial bank, when they developed this 5-6 years ago, threat of new entrants is what? Cargills Bank. Why they are now only they came, right? Now they are in the existing firm. Suppose China Development Bank going to come to Sri Lanka. Threat of new entrants. මේ අලිමදිවට හරක් කිව්වද මොනවද කිව්වා නේද? So තියෙන බැංකු මදිවට තව බැංකුවක් competition එකට එනවා. And mind you, China Development Bank, very strong bank in the world, and in fact the largest bank in the world. So imagine the threat we are going to face, right? You need to understand. If no, no problem. Second one, threat of substitutes. What other people may have a not directly impact my business as a commercial bank, but they also can impact my businesses. Example, insurance company. They also selling similar product. Finance companies, they are not commercial bank, but they also do some businesses like us now. Then leasing companies. Then companies like Dialog, like fintech companies. They also do some banking businesses now, right? And stock market. If the stock market is good, people not going to put the money in the bank, they are going to invest in stocks. It's impact my businesses. Okay? Then bargaining power of customers. Example. Both you can say, well, who are the customers? Bargaining power of buyers. That means who? Customers. Now the Sri Lankan financial customers are now sophisticated. They are very much vigilant. So you can't cheat them, right? Because they are techno savvy, or maybe literacy savvy. I mean, they are more on what you call financial literacy level is very high. You can't cheat. They're asking more deposits or more interest rates. Example for bargaining power of suppliers. So because of them, we need to do our banking businesses. There may be a lot of mobile phone companies, right? So we have to use them to do my businesses. through mobile, offering mobile apps, right? And to, you know, to be linked. No, so we have to, because we don't have Sampath is not having a mobile operating, is that they are not a mobile company, no. So we need to go with the Mobitel or whoever the mobile company. So we have to provide opportunities to send the money through mobiles or software packages, credit scoring models, Epic company, you know, these post machines and things like that. So they are also come up with new innovation things. We need to look at it, all these things. And oh, clear now, Haridha. Now you understood what is Michael Porter 5 forces. There, the question asked girl. Daughter, you all understood? Okay?
Excuse me, sir. I asked one.
Ah, right. Okay. Right. Okay. Now
Thank you,
I
sir.
think. Okay. Right. Now is understood the Michael Porters. Now going back again to the still our marketing opportunities and threats and resources. What is that? It is the second element of a marketing plan. Now, why I am telling, one question in your exam paper asks what are the key elements of a marketing plan, right? So these are the answer given, right? So therefore, this question may repeat again with some modification, right? I've just explained to you, right? So what is the second step? Now, in order to assess the marketing opportunities and threats and resources, what are the tools you are using? SWOT analysis, Pastoral analysis, and Porter model. Okay, clear the right? In order to assess the environment, what are the techniques you are going to use? SWOT, Pastoral, Porter. Okay, so you are going to, when you come for financial institution management, I will teach you in detail in how to develop a strategy plan and all, right? There, of course, I will explain more on that, but you need to understand what is the SWOT, Pastoral, Porter model, right? Clear? Right. These are helping you to assess the marketing opportunities. Now, you know where are you going to be, the objectives, and you know what is your present situation about your organization. For that, we need SWOT, Pastoral, Porter. And what is the next step? Next step, you need to develop marketing strategies, how to be achieve my objectives. So the next step is formulations of marketing strategies. What is that? Formulations of marketing strategies. Strategies mean how to achieve your objectives. Means and ways of achieving your objective. Right? So what is strategy? How are you going to achieve your objectives is called strategies. That is the third step of your marketing plan. What is the third step? Formulations of marketing strategies. Clear? Right? Okay. Now for that also, in your very briefly, since I don't have a time, but I will explain next week in detail. Now, what are the type of strategies in your exam level? There are enough strategies, but in your exam level, you can use 4 main type of strategies, which is developed by NSOF, right? What are the 4 strategies you can use to achieve these your objectives? What are these objectives? Strategies: market penetration, market development, product development, diversification. I will explain to you all these strategies next week very simply, right? Before we stop, I'll give one example for you to think. Now think about Unilever. Now you know everybody's know Unilever, no? You know the signal. That's not the signal, right? So how? So Unilever marketing objective is to increase the sales of Signal toothpaste, so X amount. Now what? That's objective. Now they have done some analysis and all. And what is the strategy they can use it? One strategy is market penetration. I just give you a food for thought, right? Market penetration strategy. That means you are telling your existing users to use more. දැනටම දත් මදින අයට තව දුරටත් දත් මදින්න කියනවා වැඩිපුර. ඒකට Unilever ඒ ස්ට්‍රැටජි එකට කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? market penetration. විනිවිද භාග. ඒතර Unilever මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? ඕගොල්ලෝ දැකලා තියෙන TV commercial what they are telling? කාටත් කියන්න රැටත් මදින්න. ඒ මොකද? උදේට විතරයි මැද්දේ. You are brush your teeth on the morning, right? For 1 month you are using 1 tube. දැන් රැට මදින්න කිව්වම මොකද වෙන්නේ? What happened? Your existing users දැන් කියනවා දැනටමත් use කරන හැටි කියනවා රැටත් මදින්න. දැන් මේ දක්වා එක tube එකක් පාවිච්චි කර කට්ටිය දැන් tube දෙකක් පාවිච්චි කරනවා. That is a marketing strategy. So they are telling commercials and putting කාටත් කියන්න රැටත් මදින්න දරුවට හොඳ පුරුදු ඉතුරු කර උරුදු කර පුරුදු කරන්න. එතකොට can you remember the hand wash? එක දෙක තුන හතර යන්න යන හැමතැනම සබන් ගන්නවා. දැන් කොරෝනා හින්දා තවත් අතු. එතකොට මේක ගාන්න මොනවද යන්නේ? සබන් දිය වෙනවා. ඉස්සර අපි එකපාරයි අත හොදන්නේ. දැන් හතර පහ හය වතාවක් හොදන්න මොනවද යන්නේ? සබන්. Right? So these are market penetration. Bank කරන්නේ නැද්ද මේක? Bank also do. How banks do? We are asking our existing customers to deposit more. If you deposit so much, I'll give you a small gift. If you deposit 5,000, I'll give you this gift. If you deposit 1 lakh, I'll give you a bicycle. My goodness, we also doing the same thing, no? So these things are used by the banks, right? Okay, so this we call them as strategies. So strategies are there to achieve objectives. So I'm very simply telling you next week what are the strategies available for bank to do. Very simply, but mind you, there are enough strategies. I'm very briefly telling you the very basic strategies. Okay, right. So then with this small note, I will stop today, and next week we are going to discuss very important marketing mix elements. 7 P's. How banks are using these 7 P's. Product, price, promotion, place, people, process, physical evidence. Right? So
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
Sir, can you tell that the 4 strategies?
Yeah, it is in your handout. They are down. In your handout, it is there. Then market penetration. Are you having the tube with you?
No, sir.
That's the case, no. So, you didn't get the tube. So,
Sir, this is my first day on this class.
my goodness, I said so. So, you please take from the IBSL. They have downloaded, right? Okay. So all things are usually downloaded before I completed, before I started the sessions, right? Okay. You can get it from the, you go to the, there is a link for that to you to get it copied. Okay. You just check with the, it's free, right? It's free. All things you can get it, talk to institute, and they will tell you how to download the tube. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right? Okay. Don't worry. So it is free. So you just tell him you want to join, no problem. And they will tell you how to get the printed. Okay. Right. So we will see you on next Sunday, the same time. And then we finish this and start with the very important area, marketing mix elements. Right?